It's really not that important what meat-eating societies think about veganism, because it's pretty damn easy for meat eaters to brush this stuff aside, laugh it off, and make jokes about it. And it's always easy for victimizers to mock and minimize the suffering of the victim, something we've done awfully well, unfortunately, when it came to forms of human-to-human oppression. And I understand some people think it's radical or silly when I say view an issue through the eyes of a cow, a pig, a chicken, a turkey, a fish, or some other animal on this planet. But understand that all social justice movements always look at the issue through the eyes of the victims. I mean, abolitionists looked at slavery through the eyes of enslaved blacks, while the Allied forces looked at Nazism through the eyes of Jews and other non-Aryans that Hitler labeled unworthy and expendable. If you utilize empathy, man, it truly allows you to understand the injustice without overanalyzing the issue. Please do not overanalyze and overthink what I'm talking about tonight. There's just no need to. This is simple stuff. This is compassion, decency, and mercy and kindness. I'll break it down even further for everybody. When I say use empathy, all I'm saying is use the golden rule. Actually put it to use for a change. Instead of just paying lip service to it like most people do. And the golden rule, by the way, is in all religions in one way or another. Even atheists say it's a wise way to live your life. Because the golden rule simply states that you should treat others. And animals do qualify as others, no matter how you look at this issue. You should treat others like you would want to be treated. You should do unto others as you would have done unto yourself. And since no one in this classroom, I'm positive, wants to be treated the way we treat cows and pigs and chickens and turkeys and fish and most other animals, again, there is no reason to allow speciesism to continue unabated. Now, I have to drive this point home a little further about discrimination, because so many people have a hard time comprehending the fact that humans are acting in a vile, discriminatory way towards the animals that they share this planet with. But as the speech goes on, I sure hope you start to figure out that the same exact asinine and idiotic and vicious and vile excuses and rationalizations that people always use to oppress, enslave, and kill the animals, they are the exact same asinine and moronic excuses that we have used to oppress, enslave, and kill each other. Whether it was whites over blacks, Latinos and Asians, men over women, straight people over gay people, all the religious hatred, the religious wars that have been going on for thousands of years. You know, a sad comment that I hear a lot when I travel this country, and I do a lot of lecturing nowadays, around 250 talks a year in 20 states to around 10,000 students. I hear a lot of people make a comment like this to me. Hey, Gary, well, man, your speech was pretty tight, man. You surprised me. You make a lot of sense, and you do make some pretty great points, except you're talking about animals. They're just fish. They don't look like us. They don't act like us. They don't think like us. So they don't deserve any moral consideration whatsoever. They don't deserve their right to be free and their right to bodily integrity. Well, the problem with that line of thinking, when you go back a couple hundred years ago in slavery America, and activists like William Lloyd Garrison and Frederick Douglass were trying to abolish slavery, what do you think the majority of white people were saying about blacks? Oh, come on, they're just blacks. They don't look like us. They don't act like us. So they don't deserve any moral consideration whatsoever. They don't deserve their right to be free and their rights to bodily integrity. Go back 87 years ago, before the 19th Amendment was enacted, giving women the right to vote. When women were trying to obtain their equal say in society, what do you think the men were constantly saying? Oh, come on, they're just women. They don't look like us. They don't act like us. Not as smart as we are. Not as strong as we are. I always love that form of logic from them. Not as strong as we are. So they don't deserve their equal say in society? The moment we start playing this asinine fill-in-the-blank game. Fill-in-the-blank game goes like this. They're just blacks, they're just women, they're just homosexuals, oh, they're just immigrants, they're just Mexicans, they're just Iraqis, they're just animals, they're just cows, and they're just fish. It is an asinine, stupid, and invalid excuse to harm somebody else. To commit acts of cruelty and injustice against someone else. Peaceful, compassionate ways of being unjust do not exist. And that's because violence is violence. Cruelty is cruelty, discrimination is discrimination, and premeditated murder is premeditated murder, even if the victims only walk on all fours and have fur and feathers and horns and beaks or gills. I hope you didn't really believe that happy cows come from California, and animals sing and dance on the way to the slaughterhouse and wind up at the grocery store all magically wrapped in plastic. It is amazing the things that we do to animals on a daily basis. To think that we are civilized.
Anyway, I can make you laugh. Do I'll make you, baby, look down there. Such a sight. Share the simple secret with a why.
Brothers and sisters, good day to you. Haven't gone live in a bit. Plenty of material I've been releasing in regards to updates, but not a ton of live stuff due to non-demand. So, the markets have been great. Absolutely great. So, we're dipping today, and that is good, right? It's not a straight line up. We don't want it to be a straight line up. That becomes overbought. We're already a little overbought. That's why we're seeing some sell-off. It's all perfectly normal. And it's what we want to see. Problem was, I wanted to get in on some things today, which some I did, and some my very stubborn mindset on certain things wouldn't let me. What was that? That was Injective. One of them. Bought some Metis. Go into that in a bit. But Injective, I wanted to jump in. Already have some at 30. Some of these prices here, huh? But I wanted to jump in an Injective around $33. Had the opportunity and didn't. Look where it's at now. Can it come back? Absolutely. But that's not how, I don't care if it goes back down to $30. I should have stuck to my guns, right? We have to be flexible, but, Injective has been sitting sideways for quite some time, right? It had such a huge leg up. But it's been sitting in the 30s, got up to 40-ish, and sitting in the 30s for quite some time. Consolidation, accumulation zone. Will it have the next legs up? I mean, my gut tells me yes. It's a great protocol. It's a great project. It just was such a hot leg up. I was watching it the whole way, and I just didn't jump in because I was DCAing into other things, and I just kept watching it. That and Fetch AI, right? Which I just got out of the other week. Stupid move. Right, I got out on the news. I didn't rush it, but I did get out and around 54 cents and got back up to 70-some. So you just never know. You never know in this market, right? Bad news, good news doesn't always move anything, right? Ripple has good news, and it's a stable coin. But I want to do I'm in at 30. I want to do another $3,000, $4,000 to $5,000 in the $30 to $33 range, right? My hopes is we get to a couple $100, $300, right? So, no, this is not accurate. Amazing. Whenever I go live, the internet It's got to be something with YouTube or OBS when I go live. It slows down. Look, not a bad little, 9% from where I wanted to buy it. So Injective. See if this actually works today. All right, so we got a $3.2 billion market cap, right? $36. Been on fire, right? Okay, for 5 times, for $16 billion, which I think would be very possible in the true bull market. We're looking at $182. It's $16 billion. Okay, so that's, a decent profit. Not life-changing, not crazy, but decent. $32 billion. Is that reasonable? $364, $365. Is that reasonable? Or will the money go into other projects, right? You see this in Avalanche in the same world. Avalanche got back up over 40, but, it was a toss between this and Avalanche. What I love about this is it's newer. I love that the total supply is much, it's 100 million, right? We're at 88 million right now circulating, but a total of 100 million. So no huge pressure on selling. Most of the supply is out. So, I would have made the move today if we got a little lower. $728. I don't think it'll get there. $64 billion market cap, but you just never know. So other ones I'm looking at. So that I'm frustrated with, but I think we might have a Sunday sell-off. You never know, like we have been, and see where we go. Aave is another one that I'm done buying with this, but I look at their circulating supply as well. This will move fast. Older project, but I've loaded up a little bit on this throughout the last 5 months. 4 to 5 months. Another one that I think will do well. Why do I like it? Well, it did great in the last bull run. And look at this. We got to a couple $1,000 if I recall. If we could get to $1,700, it'd be amazing, right? Think about it. If you just, I think I have 20 some alluvium, right? So let's say you have 10 alluvium, which is not, $1,000, 10 grand, right? If you get to $1,000, 17,000 if you get to, not life changing as well, but at this price and the way it moves, it moves so fast, with that small circulating supplies, right? So let's do the math again. Okay, we got only a 600 million market cap. We 10x, 6 billion, totally reasonable. Right under $1,000. We 20x, 12 billion. I believe possibly reasonable as well. Almost $2,000, right? So you have 1,000 invested now, and let's say it gets up to $2,000. Not bad at all, right? Not a fortune, but you can keep DCAing. It's 20 grand. It's not life changing, but it's that should be just part of your bag. At least it's part of mine. I just think alluvium most likely will do well when we get into the game narrative. I believe is going to be strong. I was going to buy IMX quite a while ago under $1. I didn't do it. I'm not getting in now. I think it still has a lot of room to go. I'm stubborn with certain things. Alluvium, though, I think will do well. I think we'll at least see $700. That's my opinion, and that's my hope. Right? So, let's see alluvium. Let me look at a couple of things here. So Luvam, I currently have 20. Right, so $1,000 will not be bad. Here's another one that I've been DCAing in forever. This is a total gamble play. I've mentioned it before. Okay, I mean the volume can be very low on this, but it's the other week it was a few 100,000. Right, things change completely. Look at the 579 on Coinbase. I don't go into exactly what the projects are about. I look into them, I do the research, but I'm not gonna, bore people with that. I believe, I offer my opinions of what I'm doing and other things in this. I'm not going into exactly what projects do. That's for people to do their own research. But I'm happy to give my opinion on it. It is on the Ethereum blockchain. It's got a big circulating supply, right? I don't love that type of thing, but this, doesn't cost a lot of money to get quite a bit. It goes up to 10 cents. That's all I care about. It's just an extra. See how much I have with this. I've been DCAing in this for quite some time. All right, I don't have a fortune in this, but I have 300,000. Okay, this is a degen pick. So 301,000. Right. It'll be a struggle to get up to 10 cents, but it gets up to 10 cents, it's 30 grand. Right? It's just, you don't have to put a ton of money in these, right? I know people are going into Jasmine. I'm not doing that. But, I looked at Jasmine about a year ago. I was thinking about it, but I already have AMP to deal with, right? And that's enough. I need AMP to get to 6 cents to get a ton of money out of that. Here's another degen play that I've been in for a year now. All right. Look at the volume. Pathetic. But I'm in well under this. There are some degen plays that I am into just because it's not a fortune to get in them. And I have my high caps, I have my mid caps, and then I have my casino plays, right? I don't go gamble. I don't go to casinos. I don't do anything like that. Of course, I'm against horse racing and all that. This is my gambling. I do the ones I do. I know that will do very well, and I know for sure will. And I have ones like these that, it's freaking not even 100,000 volume right now. But the other day, it pops up quick for some reason, and all-time high was 94 cents. I'm not saying it's going to get back there, but if it does, I have 150,000 of these, right? If it gets to 10 cents, it's not bad. I can get out, right? Because the likelihood of this getting back to all-time high, I wouldn't bet on it, and that's not what I'm banking on. This is just a fun gamble play that I don't have a ton in. I do have, probably about $1,500 into this, but I can afford to do that. I know the risk. I know it could be worthless, but I'm above where I bought it. And I think when we go into the bull, I know when we go into the bull run, so many things do well. I mean, even the crappiest of dead projects. This one, BenQI, I've been talking about forever. Volume sucks today. Look at the popularity, right? These are more degen plays, but this is talked about a lot. I like it. Don't love the circulating supply. It'd be higher if it didn't have that. But I like it. Don't have as much BenQI. I've been loading up for quite some time. Don't have as much as I want, but I bought a little more today. I have about 110,000 of these. Bought some more today. Doesn't cost you a fortune. I have a little more on this, but my average price, I believe, is around I think it started at about 1 penny, and I even bought some at 2 penny, 2.5, a couple weeks ago, and I'm all over the place on this, and I keep degenning it on this. So I'm just going through my risky plays right now, which I like. Axelar, I think will do very well. Don't have a ton of these, a few $1,000s worth. I think it'll be all right. Circulating supply is okay. Volume's a little light today. Volume's light on everything today, though. It's Saturday. Even with the sell-off and everything. And the sell-off's perfectly fine. This is what we want. We got into the 50 area, but we're holding strong. We could hold above 50, even if we don't. Even if we break through and we hit, some longs and everything, and we pump down, we'll be back up. And retail's not even in yet. The old timers are like us, and people listen to this, and people who never left, or some people that are back. I've never left since the second I got into crypto. Doesn't mean you're buying the whole time, but you're paying attention. That is the key. You're not fully leaving. Sometimes you feel like it. Sometimes in the depths of the bear market, you're like, what is going on? But that's when you stay diligent, patient. If you are DCAing, you keep it up, because it's times like these, right? What if you're DCAing Bitcoin, Chainlink, Solana, so on and so forth, all the way down, even XRP, all the way down, right? You'd be up money. Period. Right? I didn't buy any Bitcoin at 15,000. Stupid me. Bitcoin will not make you rich, but I wanted to buy $30,000 worth at $10. Right? That's where I wanted to buy, and I wanted to buy $30,000 worth of ETH at around $600. Well, both never made it, and my stubbornness didn't let me do it. I had money, I had dry powder on the side, but my mentality was different because I was down so much on like AMP and many other things, right? Not down completely in regards to all the money I've made through the years. I'm talking about the last cycle, the big ones I got caught on. And I got hugely caught on AMP. That was supposed to be an in and out play, and it just, my stubbornness and didn't stick to my rules. Who would have seen it, all this stuff go down the way you knew everything was going to go down 90% eventually, but no one knew it was going to happen when it happened. And that's how it goes, isn't it? So this is all perfectly normal with what we're seeing. It's what we want to see, like I said. So as I said, Axelar, I think this will play out good as well. I don't have enough to for it to be too significant, but I am diversifying much more this run than I have before. Another huge one I'm doing here. This has been doing well, right? And these are small ones. I'm just talking about, small ones that I believe will be winners, right? I'm not talking $2, $3, $4, $5. I'm talking 30 cents, 20, 30 cents, right? And this one, don't have as much as I would like, but my average cost is a penny. I have about 65,000 of them. Not enough. But I'm not going to buy it here. Certain ones I don't want to ruin my average buying, right? So, and once again, this won't move as fast because it has a high circulating supply and low volume. So, but it's up the rank a little bit to 73. I think this will do well. All-time highs, 38 cents. Nothing huge. I'm good with that. I'm good at 30 cents. I'm fine with that. Probably, see, we get to 30 cents. It's 20 grand almost, that's fine. That's why I have a bunch of these where they don't have to be huge movers. Go up. Right, so we currently have, look at the market cap. Look at that. So yeah, we have a big circulating supply. It's not outrageous, but right. Look at the market cap there. We 10x, get to 1.8 billion, which is definitely reasonable. It's 22 cents. So I don't see it going much above that, right? If we hit that, right, I don't see that happening. But in the full-on bull market, certainly could. So Marlin's a good one to look at, in my view. At least I'm just talking today about ones I'm buying. AIOZ, I can't say enough, right? I have been talking about this for months now. I'm in at a penny, right? And it's got all the way up to 21 cents, I believe. Yeah, so 21 cents. And I believe, it's like 1 billion. Yeah. So this I'm not selling. I'm stubborn on this, right? I'm up like $12,000, $13,000 on it right now. So look at that. At this level, look at the market cap. I believe for sure with the AIOZ narrative, AI narrative, people will just see this and jump in because it's AIOZ, right? They're doing good things. I think the company is well. I like what they're doing. Don't care as much about that. I like the price action. I'm such in the money that I'm just not. I watch it go all the way back down to 11 cents and care. Didn't buy anymore. I'm not buying anymore just because my stubbornness in regards to DCAing on this. I'm not doing it. It was kind of lump sums in at a penny. I'm not ruining my average at 10 cents or 11 cents or 12 cents if it dips down there. And it will easily dip down there again if we hit it hard, if we have a big sell-off, which we will in the markets. But I'm hoping this gets to 30, 40, 50 cents, and then a big sell-off and big dip to that is down to 30 or 40 cents. That's great. Because this has had good support at 14 cents, but then it got down to 11. So it's holding. And I think it's a great price here. It's just I'm not ruining my average. But so, if it 10 times X's, it's $2 billion. Right? Let's be a little more reasonable. 91 cents, right under $1 billion. For sure, in my view, it's going to hit there. That's my goal. I'd like to sell it at $1. I'll be good with that. I would be good selling it right here, right? If I knew we were not what we were headed into wasn't going to be for a while. This needs to get through 21 cents. I'm looking at this like the way I did Fetch AI. I watched Fetch AI all the way up to 17 cents. Then I watched Fetch AI go from 17 to 21, 17 to 21 constantly. And because my head was not in the game to spend a ton of money, I was DCAing many things instead of like lump summing in. I kept wanting to put in 20 grand every time it hit 17 cents and sell it at 24 cents. Normally I would do that. Last bull market I did that. This one I didn't do it just because some of the dry powder I had on my side, I wanted to have on my side, was not available due to it being down. Right, I wanted to have about 400 grand on the side to do that, just play with. I don't do leverage trading. I'm not going on. I do it on Coinbase. It's a ripoff, but you pay for it. I was a professional trader for many years, not in crypto, in stocks and bonds years ago. I'm not looking to do that with this. I will do it on Coinbase and be good with it, and pay the fees. It's all right. That comes off of your gains anyways. So I think it's perfectly reasonable to 5x at least, right? Get us to under $1 billion there. So if we 10x 182, I think that's pushing it. But unless the AI narrative is crazy, because it's $2 billion market cap, I don't know. But we'll have to see. So AIOZ, I think it already has done amazing. Already has done amazing, and you don't hear anyone talking about it. You hear me talking about it, and the people I've told about it have looked into it, and they've made some money. I believe when we dip down to 15 cents again, another great buy. If we dip down to 11 cents again, I'm buying $20,000 worth. That's at 11 cents. Yep. Polyswarm's coming up here. So Polyswarm's another one that it's a security, protocol. Excuse me. That's big volume for them. Normally it's not that. Look at how far down the way. Look how far down they are. Okay, look at the all right. All right, so most of the supply is already out, right? Barely anything left. Right? That's good. That's what we want. It does make it harder to push up though. Look at the market cap. Now this is a gamble, but look at the market cap. Look at the total supply. It's not killer for this to get to just 12 cents. Look where it's at. To 12 cents. It's only 200 million. 3 cents, 400 million. Okay? From where it's at right now. I mean, it is not. In my view, it's going to happen. That's why I have a decent amount of it. Let's see what I have. Let's see. I'm very diversified. I want to buy into more things. I have been lately. I may be a little over diversified, but I'm looking to do more things. There's other ones that I'm looking at. So not as much of this as I would like. And I may buy in some more. I have about 86,000 right now. I want to get it to 100K. So I'll probably, because then at 10 cents, it's 10 grand. I'm going to keep a close eye on this and most likely get in very soon. Let's see what my average buy is. My average cost is right around here. So under this. So I'm probably gonna buy some more today. Probably gonna well, let's see. I'm at 85K, 86K. $100 gets me 8,200, right? $150, 12,000. All right, so where are we at here? I'm going to do a buy right now. There we go. So, where were we? Okay, 23 cents. Not even $1 billion market cap. Okay, 50 cents. Okay, 1.7 at a buck, right? That's pushing it. That's pushing it. I don't think it'll do that. 50 cents, I'm great with. And for in the true bull market, for it to reach 50 cents, if people, a mindset you have to think of too is why do people buy Ethereum Classic or Ethereum name token, right? Even though I think that's a good project, they look at Ethereum's price every market. Why do people buy Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin SV, anything like that? Because it has a name. These are for newbies. It has the name Bitcoin or Ethereum, but it's not $2,800 or $53,000, right? So newbies jump in and say, "Oh, I'm going to get it," without doing their homework. Do that instead, not knowing it's kind of a dead project. So I believe, right? That's completely doable, right? So from here, a penny to 50 cents, that's astronomical, right? I mean, from here, a 20x, 40x is 46 cents, 47 cents. I mean, it's a no-brainer in my book. So that's another one that I'm deep into and going to keep getting deeper into it, because when we have our bull days, I might wait till tomorrow on that. So Injective, as I was talking about, this is frustrating me that I didn't make a move today, because if I see $37, I'm going to be pissed, which I think we will today. Yeah, so hang in there. Metis, so finally jumped in on this. I was going to jump in on this on $20-some, and I finally did. Today, $82 is where I jumped in at. I want to get another... All right, so let's see. What have I done? I think... yeah, I have about 8 right now. So I'd like to do 20. So I'm going to wait, see what happens tomorrow on this. Otherwise, I'm going to stick with what I got. I want to be it. I think a month ago I could have got this in the 70s. I just didn't pull the trigger, right? You just pay up when you don't, this month could have got it much cheaper. So, but, this is where I was looking in at. November is when I started looking at this, right? Crazy. Look at the supply. Look at the circulating supply. That's beautiful. Victolic's mom's in on this, right? She's ahead of this. Here's another gamble that I heavy into. Thought this was nothing. This was a total gamble to me a while ago. And it's actually well above where I bought it. And I believe the volume's horrible. Yeah, the volume has gone up. I mean, normally the volume is unbelievably bad on this project. And I went back and forth 4 months. Should I buy this? Should I not? And this is a long time ago I bought it. Should I? Should I not? Should I? Should I not? And I did. How much do I have of this? I have about 90,000 of these. Where are we at? We're at 1,111, right? I'm at 0.0072, right? So I'm up. I'm in the money. So I believe this one's going to pop up to 10 cents or so. 20, 30. Let's see. Good with, 20 cents. All right. Where are we at? Look at the market cap. How pathetic we are. Look at that. Right? I mean, this is a complete gamble. Could go below zero. It's already been below zero. 809. I love it. Right? I should also preface this. Back in the day when I was very, very young, I made a fortune in penny stocks. I was on the floor at the Chicago Board of Trade, and when I did a lot of pink over-the-counter, pink sheets they would call them, and I did very, very well. I used to walk to the machines. So I was in the bond pit, the 30-year bond pit, treasury bond pit. And I would walk to the stock machine that they have, and it would be a line to look at their stocks and everything. They would literally get out of line and say, Jody, what do you got? What do you got? And I would tell them, made a ton of people money back in the day. It's a long time ago. I'm 51. I was 26, 27, 28, 29. And so I love those, but I know how volatile they are. Okay. I also got my butt kicked on many of them. I mean, I had millions of dollars gone on a couple of them because they did reverse splits. What a reverse split is, let's talk about a split first. When you have a stock, let's say you have a stock like Dell. Dell did this to me. Dell Computers back in the day. If you guys know who that is. I had $84. I had stock at $84, and they did a 2-to-1 split. So for every share of Dell I had at $84, they gave me 2 shares at $43. Okay, then it went right back up. What a reverse split is the company was doing horrible, and they did a 300-to-1 split. So for every 300 shares I had, they gave me 1 at a higher price. Okay, so think of Dell. They gave me 80. I was at $80, let's say, and for every share I had, they gave me 2 at $40. Well, this one, let's say for every share I had at $40, they took away 300 at a price of 80. And you know what happened? The price went back down below where it was, and I got killed. Lost millions on it. It's horrible. It is what it is. You live and learn. I was 29. Life lesson. So, volume on this usually horrible. I'm loving it. I'm in the money. Look at the circulating supply. This is like, supply though. I don't know when the token releases are. I'll have to look into that. I don't really care. I don't have a ton of money in this, but I'm done buying it unless we dip down hard. So let's see. Hopefully supply doesn't come out this year, but we're only at 37. I don't like that. That's why I didn't put in a ton of my principal in it. But let's just keep the supply where it's at. Okay. All right. 378 million gets to 22 cents. Right. I don't see that happening. Could in the true bull market, but I don't know what's going to be released. Right. If we're at, all right. Let's just go out. Let's go in a little bit. All right, let's just go. Highly unlikely they're releasing all that, but you never know. There was one I was going to buy into, Bonafide, that was look good, but it's like Ethereum name service, but on Solana. But their token release is horrible. They're doing like 25 million starting this month, every month for like a year. Screw that. I mean, that inflation is horrible, and it's a shame. Bonafide. I'll show you. So. All right, let's look. Look how it dropped back down to that with all the supply. But it's still 8 cents. I'm cool with it. $2.3 billion. Not happening. And remember, this is all with token unlocks. That's more reasonable. 30 cents. I can completely get into that. Yeah, 20 cents. I'll be happy as can be. 20 cents. Not life-changing or anything, but, probably about 17, 18 grand, 20 grand, something like that. So, Okay. Let's give you some reality here, right? 1 trillion right now, Bitcoin. So people think, right? We're going to get to 100 grand, 2 trillion, right? 256,000, 5 trillion. Brothers and sisters, that ain't happening this market. Ain't happening. 5 trillion. I hope I'm wrong. God, I hope I'm wrong. But I cannot see that happening with everything our ETFs are doing. It's wonderful. That is a lot of money that needs to come in. Now, FOMO will be crazy. I could see that. I think that's going to be hard. I just, who's buying at those levels? I could see at the top. Let's see what that does for us. 3 trillion, maybe. But who's buying it there? People are going to be buying Satoshis. I think it's going to be tough. But, I hope I'm wrong. But, 500 grand, people calling for that? No freaking way. 20 trillion, right? All right. So, 500 grand, not happening. We're not getting to, that's 10 trillion in this. Then altcoins, what, another 4 trillion? Not. So, back to Metis. Hope that does well. SparX, to me, that is worth looking at. And in regards to news, Ondo Finance, I did want to talk about. I have been loading up on this since I was able to get it on Coinbase. Loading up on it. Right? And, so this is, they have a good amount of token releases coming up, but not for another 300 days. So I'm not loading up as much as I want, but it's a little, got about, I think, 8,500 of them. Right? But look at that. Look at the inflation. It's horrible. But the reason I have it, not for another year that those are getting released. At least that's what it says. That's what all the research I've done and Token Unlocks is what it has said. So, I'll be, I don't know. I should probably stop buying this one. I for some reason, I can't. I've been buying it from 27 all the way down to 21 cents. I just keep buying it every couple days. I went a week buying it every day because it kept dropping. Unfortunately, the volume has gone down. I don't like that, but everything's down on the weekend volume-wise. But it popped up to 30 cents this week, I believe, and I was happy to see that, yeah. And, I would have liked to see more support there, but there's, So let's see. If we keep the supply, like I said, for the next year, which is what we have, all right, that's somewhat reasonable, possibly. We'll see. This is backed by, we got BlackRock. We got a lot of good institutions looking at this one. And this is tokenized treasuries and everything. I think we hear more from Jamie Dimon and BlackRock, Larry Fink on this. I think it'll be great. Because Jamie Dimon, the only thing he talks about is, tokenizing. Doesn't talk about crypto. So it'd be great to hear him, get involved with this at all. Pop it up very quick. Doubt it'll happen. I'm just, wishful thinking. 3.6 billion. God, that'd be nice. 7 billion, $5. I'll be a happy man. But I don't have enough to go crazy. I'm not, I'm going to do about 10,000. I want to get 10,000 of these. So I would like to see this drop tomorrow to about 22 cents again, 21 cents. Then I'll load up my bag to 10K and call it and, let it ride, This is in the same boat that I have Cardano and everything. Let's talk about XRP, right? Let's get realistic here. I've had XRP for 1 million years. I'm not a maxi to anything. I don't care about the that it's going to change this, change that. People who say that, that's why they're in crypto, they're lying. I don't care. I see all these stupid, crazy videos by that lunatic Ben Armstrong and how XRP is doing this and XRP is doing that and Cardano's doing this and that. It's all lies. He just wants you to watch his channel. It's all lies. XRP, I've been in it, 2016. It doesn't move on good news, period. We got 60 cents, looks right back down to stable crap. But I'm not selling until $2 or $3. And I'm good with that. I'll sell out of that and I'll never buy it again. I believed in it, what they were trying to do and everything. I have no issues. People call it a banker's coin and all that. They always did. I don't care. I don't give a damn. I care about the price. I've held it all the way through the SEC. I didn't want to sell. I loaded up more before the SEC, and I said if I lose it all, I lose it all. I was willing to take the risk. But look at where we're at. Why doesn't it move? Well, it doesn't move because the market cap's huge. Okay? For it to get to $1, which it will. 60 billion, and we did get to $1. Okay, so all right, we got to right after the news, and then with the rumors, we go up fast when it needs to. It just shows you that like the supply doesn't necessarily. I'm bitching that it's not up because there are more sellers and there's even sellers and buyers. That's why it's not moving, right? But it will move. It will move. But how long can you wait, right? I'm in the money. I don't want to take it out and put it into something else. I've been holding too long. I'm not going to sell below $2. Period. I want to, but the dream of, and when I hear someone like Ben, at least George, I have my issues with George in regards to the way he treats his viewers. I think he's downright disrespectful. Someone gives him $250 or even $5 to look at a coin, and they're not shilling it, and he won't look at it. Give the damn money back. I mean, that guy is rich for one reason only: his viewers. He was an IT guy before he got into crypto. He's even talked about it. He had a million different jobs. He wasn't making any money. He's got all his money due to you watching him. And he does a good job with many things, but he is on the Bitcoin bandwagon. I agree with him, but he thinks it'll make you rich. It won't make you rich. Bitcoin will not make you rich. If you're rich, or if you have 100K that you want to just double, yes, Bitcoin will do it. You have 300K or 50K and you just want 100K, put it in Bitcoin. It's a safe ride. You'll be able to sell it at 100K for sure. But it's not going to make you rich. Should you have Bitcoin? Absolutely. But if you have $5, $10, $15, $20, $30, $40,000, $50,000 to play with, and you want to have life-changing wealth and change your life through this bull market that we're in and going to be in, Bitcoin's not the way. It is not the way. It won't get you rich. If you're good with 50K, if that's rich to you, then fine. Bitcoin is a safe bet, and you'll get it. You'll double your money. I'm not in this to double my money. That's why I'm diversified, because I've already, like I said, AIOZ, I've more than doubled it. I've 20 times X my money. That's what you want. Would I put 50K in AIOZ at 1 penny when I bought it? Hell no. Would I put 50K into XRP right now if I wanted to double my money? Hell yes. It'll sit forever, but you're going to double your money. Guarantee it. And they have regulation clarity. Them's the dogs. So, back to XRP. Let's be realistic here, right? People calling for $10.99, right? $600 billion market cap. Nope. Sorry, ain't happening. I wish it would, God. At one point, I actually thought, back in the day before I really got into tokenomics back a long time ago, when I bought a ton, that it would maybe eventually get to $100. Never going to happen. Never. 5.5 trillion. Sorry. That's realistic. Maybe. $5 is going to be tough to get. I think we could do it. Maybe. Reasonable. Reasonable. Nope, it's not. It's just not reasonable. I think that's going to be tough. This is where, but it may happen. I hope it happens. And depending on how hard we get, and I can tell you this, when XRP gets to $1, there's going to be so much selling, it's not even funny. When it gets to $1.50, there's going to be so much selling. $2, $3, I'm telling you. Why? people like me who have been sitting forever on it, and then there's other people who've actually been accumulating more. I haven't bought XRP. Well, actually, right after the case was when I bought some at 90 cents. Stupid move. I didn't know it was going to come back so hard. That was the worst time for XRP to win their case. They should have won it right now. That would have been the best time. But of course, it happened in frickin' June, July. The worst time it could have happened. So, just our luck. People have been hanging on forever, and that's when it should have happened now. Anywho, there's going to be so much selling pressure for people who wanted to just sell it at $1, who are long at 17 cents like me. I'm not selling it there. No way. I'll watch it come all the way back down to 50 cents before I sell it there. I truly believe I'll get $2 out of it. But who the hell knows? It could go to zero for all I know. So, that's where we're at. That is where we're at. Any good news? Let's just see real quick. I don't need to go over the news with y'all. 88, what's up, Holmes? Yeah, you heard the hounds. That's a lab and a red healer. Got out of mine after case around 72-ish. Nice. Yeah, I'm just holding on. So how have you been? I haven't gone live in quite some time just because I would, but pretty much just you and me. People watch them after I'm done with them, but I've just been kind of doing short videos to help people out. Been getting a lot of people reaching out to me, but not too many people on the live ones. Oh, UPS just came. That's why. Ooh, gotta grab that. Yeah. So how have you been? You cold? We dropped down to zero again. It's been beautiful. Dropped down to zero today. We're going to get in the negatives, and then we're going to 50 degrees. English Mastiff. Oh, yeah. I love Mastiffs. Absolutely love them. They just don't live long enough. None of them do. Yeah, I try to do things here or there, brother. Getting some play, getting people jumping in. I want to help as many people as I can. It's just my biggest thing is I'm just hearing so many of these guys out there giving. No one knows anything, right? We all think we do, but I know I don't. I'm stupid enough and smart enough to know I don't know shit, and I'm smart enough to know no one else does. And I saw so many people get hurt in the last bull run that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, 8 years. Shit, that's rough though. 8 years. Oh, yeah, my last lab. God, it had to be 20 some years ago now. We had him for 7 years, and he got cancer and was gone. We had to do the nasty in a week. It killed me, and so I waited 17 years to get another pup, and then chocolate lab, and then rescued a red healer a couple years later. I went from not wanting to get dogs again because of the heartbreak to that. Hey, hang tight for 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Got to grab that package. All right. Okay. Yeah, I know, but I'm back. In regards to the YouTubers, I know, but I don't feel like it's my job to rescue people. People can make their own decisions, but I've known too many people who got so hurt by Ben, TJ, Altcoin Daily, not so much George, but Ram. So many people. Like, people don't always shred George, but I like his stuff. Yeah, I like George. What I don't like about George is this. Well, first of all, he's a Bitcoin maxi. I like that. I mean, he's not totally. I agree with what he said, but he got rich because of viewers like us. He was just an IT guy. Didn't have, he would tell you, didn't really make money until he got on YouTube, right? But he's kind of changed his tune, and everyone can change, and that's a good thing to adapt. but he used to be anti-alts completely, right? And I just don't like how he gets all these super chats, anywhere from $2 to I've seen $500, and sometimes he won't answer them. Oh, I'm not going to look at that, but thanks for the super chat. Well, answer his question. If he gave you, or give the money back. If someone gives you money to look at a coin and give your opinion, you should answer it. That is, your people supporting you. I don't like, people take people for granted in this life, and I don't like it. People have to do their own. Yeah, I agree. They learn real fast and grinded. Yeah, I agree. I personally believe people should watch a ton of, if they truly want to make money, they should. I have crypto on all day long when I'm driving, right? Or even when I'm working, I work from home. I manage the Midwest for a manufacturer. And I think it's helpful to go anywhere. I think the only useless person is Ben Armstrong. He's truly useless. But I can't even listen to him really anymore. I try. I put him in fast forward. He doesn't help anyone. He is he used to be entertaining. Now I just hate I've never liked him, but I just think he's such a scumbag. I know I talk to him about him every time you're on here. I think he hurts people, man. Now he's shilling Hex and Pulse Chain, and the stuff he says about XRP is just lies. I think some of the people expect too much. Yeah, I agree. He has 3. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you're right in regards to George. He has so many people in there. I just think, what I like, you got Bob, who definitely thinks he kind of knows everything. I can appreciate that. I saw, what's his name? Bluegrass in there arguing with him about veganism the other week. I like that. But Bob is a sharp as tack guy. Yeah. Yeah. I think that guy's freaking sharp. I don't want to, my big thing is I do not want to talk about every coin. I just want to, my vegan stuff, unfortunately, is I only get private messages on that. But if you look at my short videos and everything, no one wants to hear about the vegan stuff. They just don't. And I do that outside of this. I was hoping it would have a little traction. It doesn't. I probably should have called myself crypto vegan instead of vegan crypto metal. I know, but dude, Ben hurt a lot of people the last bull run. A ton of people. A ton. I got to admit, I do my own research. I mean, I'm in this full time. It's not my job at all, but I make freaking good money in it. Not on YouTube, of course, but, with the investing I've done. I do my own research, but I actually got into a couple coins last time, and I got killed on them. Not his fault, though. It's my fault. Yeah, exactly. Condescending, yes. He doesn't have a sense of humor. He doesn't laugh. He's dirt poor. Look, I'm not ripping on him, but I'm stating a fact. I put a video out the other day on this. If a guy is not fully committed to crypto and he only has a couple $100, I mean, Bob, nice guy, but he doesn't have a pot to piss in. That's not his fault. That's not his fault. But what is he doing? Fishing ain't going to get you the money, You should be, if you're in crypto, you should be in crypto, right? Not only, right? I have 401ks and other investments, but I mean, he doesn't even invest in this stuff. I mean, $100 in Jasmy is a big deal for him. So I have a hard time and he throws out price predictions now like crazy. He doesn't even look into it. I don't think, this is what Bob is great at. He's great at knowing every freaking project, but he doesn't know enough to throw out price predictions. No one does. I can't save everyone. That's right. That's right. Hey, brother, my goal is just I've helped so many people in regards to health. That is my biggest passion: veganism, health, obviously my family, and making people money. The health part, I truly love helping people with that because I turned mine around. I turned my parents around. I've helped people with heart disease. I'm not a doctor, but this is what I do all day long is my work. But I'm up until 2 o'clock every morning in regards to health, research, crypto, and a few other things, and vegan stuff. I just try to help people. I don't force my views on anyone, but this channel is supposed to open some eyes. When I'm out on the street at grocery stores, I probably talk to 30, 40 people a week about diet and animal rights. Yes, I do like that, how Bob is freaking all over it. I respect the hell out of him with that. I wish he was a little more open-minded, because I haven't chatted in there at all. Maybe I should jump in, but I watch it because it's usually on in the background. But I see him saying every now and then, "Vegan this, I'm not going to be a vegan," and I'm like, who's trying to push that on him? But he's sharp as hell. I'm surprised he's not doing more with his life than trying to do a fishing channel and photography and the crypto thing, because I don't think that's paying the bills for him. Might have to, I was thinking of giving him some donations the other week until he was so anti-vegan. And when I heard the way he was talking like that, it turned me off pretty bad. But I'm still listening to him because I think he's entertaining and he's smart. He's freaking sharp. He's one of the sharper ones. Digital Asset News. Do you ever listen to Rob in Costa Rica, I believe? The Digital Asset News. He's freaking awesome. Really like him. I wish he was smarter and not so. I know everything. That's true. Okay, so I thought it was just me who thought that he kind of felt like he knew everything. Yes, I agree. Yeah, that is kind of worn out on me a little bit, but I'm digging. I tried getting into RAM a little bit because I got some good picks on there, but that they just start talking about trading. Any channel that talks about trading, I don't dig. Dan, yes, it's a great show. Yes, yeah, that's kind of like he gets more technical than I want to get into, but my goal is to, I've gotten a couple more subscribers. I'm up to like 27 or something. I dig that. I would love to get a couple thousand subscribers that I can help, because I'm getting a lot of stuff on health, instant message to me, and I love it. That is my goal, is to help, not make money. And I want people to buy a Tangent wallet, to be honest with you. I don't get anything for it, but it is, I've seen so many people get burnt, and I've gone through so many wallets. Tangent is by far my favorite. I freaking love it. It's so damn easy. Great show. One of the realists. Yeah, I love Dan. Yeah, that's his other channel, right? You got Rob. I've never listened to his other channel. I listened to his The Digital Asset. Oh, Dan. Digital Asset News. Got it. Dan. Okay, got it. I got the acronym. Bob just fights. Yes, even if he agrees with you, he argues. Yes. That's what I say. He doesn't. I see some comments given to him, and they're kind of like joke comments, and he doesn't like get it. It's pretty funny. Yeah. Yeah, 88. You and I are on the same freaking page. I don't know if you communicate with anyone, but if you could push my, try to tell people to come check out my channel and support it a little bit, I'd appreciate it. I will never try to sell anything. I just want to get a bigger community, but I'm also not gonna like. I want to do more vegan stuff, but it doesn't sound like I'm getting the traction on it. I do enough outside of here where it's not that big of a deal, but I would like to be able to help people who want it. You can't force your views on someone, but God, I really do enjoy that. So you are a son of a gun. You know why? Let me show you why. And right here. No, you're not old. Look at that. Are you still in at 15? You still in ENS? And if so, where's your out? Because you bought in at 15. There must be a delay on this. How much did you buy? And where are you going to get out? Do you know you're out yet, or are you just going to wait and see? I mean, you're in at 15. It's I don't know if we're popping back down there again. No, I don't think so. I mean, unless we have a huge dip again, which of course we can. I don't think. I think you're. I should have listened to you, and I'm pissed that I didn't. I really am, and I'm really pissed about another thing, but I'll get to in a minute with you in a sec. So I don't know if there's a delay, but how much did you buy, and where are you getting out, or do you know? So I thought it would touch 17-ish, it would sell, but yeah, no. Okay, yeah. No, hell no. I wouldn't sell. Okay, so you got. I don't know when the token releases. I tried looking it up the other day. I could probably dig in deeper, right? So you're at only the inflation rate. I don't know when the next release is. So let's say it's not released for another. People always bash Ethereum, but it's never. I know fees suck. Well, I mean, I don't know if you're trading on that. I mean, I don't. I don't trade on dexes. I use Coinbase. It's stupid, but I'm just doing it. My days of professional trading are long over. It's what I did for a living for a decade. I hold and I sell when I need to. I did get out of Fetch AI, which was stupid as hell, but I thought it was smart. I actually heard the news first from Bob. He made like a short video on Fetch. But so let's say, all right, so you're at a $678 million market cap right now. Let's say we 2x it, right? 1.4 billion. So you're at 44 bucks. So you tripled your money, right? And I think that is going to be easy for you to do there. Got 1,000. Hell yeah. All right. So exactly. That's exactly what I do. Yeah. Well, are your short-term capital gains the same as we do here in the States up in Canada? You're probably taxed higher, I would think. But, the key is after a year here in America, hold on, and, otherwise you're screwed. I swapped my Fetch to age. Yeah. Where'd you do that on? What exchange? And that's one thing I haven't not got into is any other exchanges than Coinbase. When I first started, I had Binance and stuff, but I've only used Coinbase. And today was the first day I cashed out to a bank. First day since 2016. Never cashed out to a bank before. So Ethereum name service. If for you to get to, Wait. All right, $22. All right. So for you to get to 50%, what? 50%? So will that go down? I sell through a company called. Oh, okay. Does the 50%? What does that change to after a year, or is it 50% after that? Though you guys have much better freaking benefits in Canada than we do here in the States. That's why I put a shitload into my 401k. I'm maxed out my 401k every year, but they only let you do about 30. What did I do? 30 some $1,000, and then I get matched about 10 to 15. 50% capital. Yeah, I guess short-term capital gains down here is like it's put onto your income, and it's like 35, 40%. It's ridiculous. So I'll wait for your answer up there. But for you to get $110, you're at a 3.4 metal, $3.4 billion market cap. That is not going to be difficult for you to get. Capital gains in Canada. Only 50% of total capital gains is taxable. Okay. Marginal tax rate. Oh, yeah. So look here. For $110, which would be freaking sweet as hell for you. You said you have 1,000 tokens? I mean, dude, you're up 100 grand. I can see you making 100 grand on this. Okay. So you put in about 15 grand, it sounds like. 3.4 billion is not going to be anything. Actually, it's 28 federal and okay, yeah. I mean, we're kind of in the same world together then. I pay a little more than that federal. All right, let's get nutty here. $6.8 billion market cap, $220 on ENS. Not bad. I mean, that's only $7 billion market cap to get to $220. Okay. God, I wish I could move this stupid hearts on my chat thing. So I can't see it until you type something else. Let's see here. All right. I mean, if you look at this 88, it's pretty. This does not seem out of line at all. 6.8 billion. I mean, that is really. Let's take a look, right? I mean, you'd be at the market of internet computer, right? The market cap. I mean, that does not seem unreasonable at all. You're gonna make some damn money on that. That was a very good call on you, and you told me. I didn't listen. I was right there, but I was doing my homework and then too late. So there is, I don't know if you were on this, but there is a Solana version called Bonafide that I was looking into. Okay. Interface API data and analytics. It's very similar. Okay. But look at their tokenomics. Right now, it's not bad. But they are, and their volume sucks, but they're going to be releasing, this versus, let's see, their name service. Okay. 30 million versus 108 million. And they've got token releases, is 25 million every month till like January, February. And so their inflation rate is horrible. So it's unfortunate because I really, after missing out on the $15 of ENS, I found this bad boy and it looked great to me, except for the tokenomics. The inflation rate is horrible. Biggest gainer so far. Render, oh yeah. That's nice. I'd say my biggest gainer, so Bonafide, you should check this one out. I don't recommend getting it, but my biggest gainer so far is this bad boy. This was a guess. I liked it. I'm in at a penny. Have a hell of a lot of it. We got up to like 21 cents. I'm holding on. It's a good buy. It keeps dipping down to 15 cents, and this one has been good to me, but did not buy near enough, and nor was I going to. And I'm not DCAing in this one either, but it's been very good. I'm in at a penny, and I'm good to sell it at 50 cents. That'll be good for me. I've got quite a bit of it. It was I've been doing a lot of risky plays, unlike you, but I'm in the big ones too. So what I wanted, are you in Injective? I wanted to, my stubbornness, and I'm in at $30, but I wanted to buy about $10,000 worth at $33 today, and I didn't. How about you, Injective? Are you in on this? So I watched this come up all the freaking way from $4, pissing me off, and I didn't get in until 30. Started watching it here, and I'm like, okay, I should get in here. Okay. What about Injective? Are you in? It's had such breathing room. I feel like it's waking up now, and I've been talking about Injective for a bit. But I got stubborn this morning and said I was going to get in at $33, and I didn't. No, but I see you can stake. Yeah. Yeah, I like the tokenomics on it. Right, we're almost fully diluted here, and I think it's 100 million max total, and I don't know. It's had such a huge year. Look at this. That has it lost its steam? This and she seemed to be waking up now. Right, I've been talking about Injective for a couple weeks about is it going to wake up? And dumbass me didn't buy in, but I don't know. What am I going to get out of this? Am I going to 3 times it or 4? I don't know. Yeah, I know it's huge. You thinking of getting in INJ or no? Is it past where you want to get in? I just don't know what we're going to see on it. I don't think it'll take much to get it into $100, but I think it's lost a lot of steam. Not today. Today it's doing wonderfully. Right? Of course, when I was thinking about it. No way, brother. 30 cents. There's no way he's getting 30 cents on that. We'll see. I looked at Jasmine a year ago and I laughed. I'm like, but I did get into other ones that are just as crappy. I really did. Just as risk plays, nothing too crazy. I went over those like this one. SpareX. I'm in quite a bit of this, but much lower price. SPA. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I love days like today, and we want to see these dumps. So yeah, this one I got in. I have quite a few ones that you wouldn't touch, but I'm doing it because I think it's. I don't go to the boats. I don't gamble. This is, I have my ones that I think will do really well, like you do, stable ones, your high caps, your mid caps, but then I have some low plays that are all in the money, so I can't complain. And I have ones from the last market that, like, as you know, AMP and a few other ones, Alchemy play that I got killed on, but I believe they'll at least come back to where I bought them. If they come back to where I bought them, I'll be in good shape. Yeah. Stop saying you're an old guy. You're pretty sharp. We're all old. It's how we act that counts. I like seeing this. We can't just, our trajectory just can't go straight up. It's just not a good thing. We need to shake out some things. We need profit taking, sideways action for a bit, and the next leg up. I don't know where Bitcoin's going. I don't know if it's going to go to 60K in 2 weeks like George may think. No. Yes. Oh, yeah. I was talking about, earlier. Okay, so the dreams of people thinking this is going to happen, in this run, I think it's very unrealistic. Who's buying over 100K? Well, is it going to be people like you and me buying a Satoshi? I'm not buying a Satoshi at freaking 100K. Yes. So Ando, I'll talk about that in a sec. I don't know how that's going to play out. Ando's a different, they have big tokenomics coming up too, but not for another year. So look at Bitcoin 88, to get us to 256, it's a $5 trillion market cap. Now I know everyone thinks we're going to $10 trillion market cap this year. And I don't know if we are. I don't think we are. My gut tells me we're not. I would love it, but I don't think so. So for this to get to 500K, which is no way happening, it's $10 trillion in market cap. Okay, so that's off the table unless you're Kathy Woods, right? Well, she thinks by 2030. So 250K, 5 trillion. I think that's very tough. I think that's realistic. I think this is realistic, right? 3 trillion at the high end right there. I think that is pushing the boundaries. God, I hope I'm wrong. I hope we're 200K, but, Ando, yes. So I've been DCAing this bad boy down to 21 cents. We got to 30 cents this week, and it'll get back there again. run will be late. And yes, I agree with you. I hope it's late 2025, but no one truly knows, right? If the market is doing great, we keep going. Period. If the market does great, I don't believe in super cycles because there's no such thing as a super cycle. We are tied into macro. We are tied to the stock market. We are tied to the world market. Market goes down, inflation happens, market crashes, war, this and that. We go down with it. We're not going to decouple. 100K is pretty high. 200K is, yes, exactly. I think 100K, I mean, I can't see it going to 150K, but I hope it does. I just think people give a lot of FOMO out there saying that that's easy and no problem. I mean, they were shooting out last bull run 350K like minimum. And I laughed. I just said, there's just no way. So Ondo, let's check out Ondo. So as you see here, we have circulating supply of this, right? Totals, that's huge, right? That's Polygon-ish, right? Polygon at least has all theirs out, but we don't have to worry about it. At least from what all the research I've done, and we have like 365 days for the next unlock. Okay. That's right. History rhymes, whatever, as they like to say. Come on, computer. All right. All right, so here's your Ondo. $335 days. And then we release a good amount, right? 1.7, but that's 335 days. We're going to have spikes up. So maybe, I don't even think, if we can get above $1 before then, that's a great thing. Have some support. We're not going to have a sell-off down to these levels. So check it out. Let's take it, since we only have to worry about the next year, right? And we are going to be well past post-halving and everything. At this inflation rate and at this supply, $1.8 billion. I think that's pushing it there. So a buck, I don't have a ton of it, but I'm probably going to, I don't know, get to 10, 15,000 of them, something like that. I don't have a ton because I wanted to see where it went and I wanted to DCA it. I knew we'd drop down pretty good once it came on to Coinbase. And so I've been DCAing all the way down. I'm going to buy some more hopefully tomorrow if we have a nice Sunday sell-off. But I've changed. My first buys was at like 26 and 27 cents, and I was able to get my average down to like 22 cents with loading up pretty good at 22, 21, and 23 cents. So this is basically tokenizing treasuries and stuff like that. I think, and they've got BlackRock and other big boys. Who knows if that's fully true, but into it. I don't see it going below 22 cents. So who knows? But maybe one for you to definitely keep your eye on in regards to RWA, real world assets. I have some Goldfinch, which was stupid, but I don't have a ton of it. It's in the money, but it's not going to play out all that well. So I'm trying to diversify a little bit. So I'd say give yourself, look into Ondo a little tighter and see what your thoughts are, For $3.6 billion, $2.50, I'll take that, And maybe, there's some fun ones out there. Today, actually, I hope we have a little bit more of a sell-off tomorrow. We were able to get out of the 50s, get back up to 51, just a little choppy, and, volume is light. Volume is better on a Saturday today, almost 60 billion versus what we've seen over the last couple months, which, even before that, years, 30 billion has been typical on the weekend. So I like to see this. Yeah, you never know. I mean, Link has definitely lost its steam as well, but it's just waiting for its next leg up. I love Link. I just feel like I missed the boat on it. Right. I remember I was going to buy Link. It was when I was first loading up on XRP, it was either Link or XRP, and I went with XRP over Link, and I'm talking like $100,000. And boy, was that a stupid move! But that's par for the course on some of the moves I make. You know, I mean, I remember. You know, it doesn't seem to shine that much, you know, in the bull run. If it's anything like the last, you know, it's come up so much. If it's anything like the last bull run, it's going to get to $40 or something. So, where did I? No. Yes, this is when I was going. No, it was like 20 some cents. Yeah, there it is. That's when I was going to start. Am I going to load up on XRP or Link? Right here, it was like 13, 14 cents. And I loaded up on XRP and never even bought Link. Chills them, boom, then chills, then boom. Yes. Yeah, I agree with you. It does chill and then it goes up. But I mean, dude, this was one of my biggest regrets is not going in on Link. Also, I chose last bull run. I chose so I was going to buy a ton of this at 13 cents, and I went with XRP instead. Also, a big one last time, I went with either District OX, which is a nothing thing, or Decentraland when they were both at like 4 cents, and I went with the other one, and Decentraland went to like $4, and that was like 50,000 tokens, not $50,000 worth, and that was just, you know. You make these moves and you got to live with it. I think Link is amazing. It's probably one of the best protocols out there, to be honest with you. Well, the wife is home. All right, I just got a check. I'm going to the bank. If you can share the love, I'd appreciate it, my friend. I'd love to do more live streams. But yeah, hell, if it's just you and I, that's cool too. But if you know anyone out there, if you can push my channel a little bit, I would be grateful to you. And I appreciate you, your support, brother. Hope you have a great weekend. Maybe I'll jump on again later today or tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.